Seen you around before. If I were you, I would find a way back home as soon as possible. It's dangerous here. You'd be smart to ask Hansel, the leader of the witch hunters, for help. He can keep you safe at their camp at the mill outside of the gate until you can get home. We locked the gate, hoping to keep the witches out, but it only slowed them down. The gate key was hidden in a cache near the chapel, but you'll need some parts to open it. I have one, and I believe the other is hidden near the scarecrow. I need to make sure nobody else was injured in the collapse. Take care.
So we now have one of our little statuettes. I can't really argue on the Grandma Studios comments around MCF. I mean, there's a reason why I skipped over 22 and 23. I recently played 24, but I hadn't actually played a Hopa game in months, so I understand. It's an acquired taste for sure, but I'm really thinking of more as for completion, because I have recorded almost every other Mystery Case Files ever, so except for maybe the first couple. We do not acknowledge the Grandma Studios games. They're not canon. We've got buttons. And Steph, you asked me what my favorite all-time game is? My goodness. I mean, you have to narrow that down by genre or decade or something. They're not even close to canon. Yeah. No, I was half serious about the canon piece. They're fanfic. Oh my god. So they're like, what's the Harry Potter fanfic? That became movies or whatever. Very dirty, not dirty movies, but adult movies, I guess. Okay, so let's do this. Labels. I see the puppies here, but okay, so I got 1 out of 2. I don't think it'll let me put 1. No, it will not. Okay, that's fine. 50 Shades of Grey. Of course Lady Z knows the fanfic. Exactly. That was what I was thinking about. Grandma Studios 50 Shades of Grey fanfic. Oh, it's Twilight fanfic. My apologies. There's probably no such thing as Harry Potter fanfic, right? Uh-huh. Yeah, no, you're right. I totally messed it up. It's Twilight fanfic. I get it. I totally get it. So let's see here. We got labels. Let's deal with this. Favorite mystery game. I mean, honestly, the classic for me is Dire Grove. Like, that's the, classic from a hidden object game for sure. But it's an old one, right? So I would have to think about the more recent ones, which one's my favorite. I do like the True Fear games that came out a few years ago. Those were actually very well done. The Adam Wolf game, that's actually really well done. Hidden object game. It's definitely more on the adventure side. So those are definitely more of the mystery types, The best Harry Potter fanfic is My Immortal. Wait, what? Madhead Studios is making their own game of show. Yeah, I know. I saw that actually. Feel like they're totally like dropping the hidden object games and going in on their AAA, right? Because they got bought out by a big AAA company, like a global conglomerate now. So Madhead's moving up in the world. Good for them. Like they always were like, Madhead games were always like a step up from all the other developers. True Fear Part 3 may be ready this year. Oh, nice. No, I agree. Madhead's games were epic. Adam Wolf, fantastic game. Love that game. True Fear is terrifying. I agree. It's one of the scarier hidden object games for sure. Maze series, Sophia, totally agree. Maze Subject 360. Top-notch gaming. I love how in Maze, there was always a maze. That was one of my favorite things. And there'd be like death mazes, right? Focusing in on this beta we're playing here. This is typically how I go here. Like, when I'm playing a beta, I'm just trying to get familiar with the game. If I like it enough, I'll replay this whole thing from the very beginning. Because that's how I like to enjoy these things. Shadowplay is good. Cadenza is really good. I would say 9 out of 10 of the hidden object game series that Mad Head Games made were top notch. 9 out of 10. The butts go on the Scarecrow. Una coming in clutch. Thank you for that. The miller came yesterday. He said that the hunters expect the witches to attack our village any day now. We're preparing to defend ourselves any way we can. We're doing everything we can to save the village. I read that witches are afraid of scarecrows, so I'm putting one up. The neighbors hung amulets on their houses to keep them away. And there's the second of the 2 little statues we need. I mean, Artifex Mundi did good games, if not great games, in their early days. And then they just switched to publishing, right? So they basically... Because I actually had opportunity... I had access to their game, their hidden object gaming engine back in the day. I mean, I was kind of learning how to use it. But they kind of went down the publisher route, right? The Ingrid Tasman series, yeah, the Nightmares from the Deep. That's the one I know that I was really well done. I know the one you're talking about, Sophia. I know. The jump scares and true. Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, exactly. I know the one you're talking about. Very well done. Raven token. So that's got to go on here. Here we go. Twisted Lands. I don't remember. I think I might have played some of that. Alana Stone, how are you doing on Twitch? Good to see you. Maybe one day we can try to play Monkey Island. Kat, you know, I was gifted by, I think it was Shalek, right? Who gifted me Mysterious Island? I think he gifted me 1 and 2 of Mysterious Island. I don't know if that interests you. There's a morphing object, the house just next to the bell tower. Thank you. So I think we're ready to move on, I think. Click on the feathers on the right to swap feathers on the left. Oh, wow. Okay, so we got to get that up, I guess. That just moves it like that. Just move that up, I guess. I'm assuming we're trying to match these. There we go. It's a Craven battle! Fight! Nice. My amulet is glowing. I'll be honest, I actually purchased the recent Carol Reed game. I think it's called The Game Maker. And I have never played a Carol Reed game, right? It's kind of like point and click adventure. The production value looks very well done. I just couldn't get into it. I was struggling. I think it's called Carol Reed, The Game Maker. The Cravens are here to fight. Select the tiles around the crow to reveal the shapes. And of course, they're spinning. But at least they're colored. You see, colored is... Oh my... Okay. Colored is good. Oh, and they don't shift and... Oh my... They bite, these Cravens. Now it spins, exactly. The voice acting is distracting? Is that right? I honestly, I don't know. I really tried. I wanted to like it, but I struggled a bit. And we've got the last 2. Amulet, you did wonders.
The amulet's magic is getting stronger. I have more to tell you. Please, listen to me, Gretel. Many years ago, our town was calm and peaceful. everything changed when a villager found a beautiful crystal that shone like the moon in an ancient forest cave. Nobody knew what it was or what it meant until one day when two women touched the crystal and were granted magical powers. Nothing has been the same since that day. I will tell you all I know once my power is fully restored. Until then, we must continue our journey.
I have to say, I'm really enjoying this. I think I want to play more in this series. I can find Hansel now that the gate is open and the path is cleared. Dana Nightstone, love that series. Totally loved it. I recorded all of them. I found them refreshing. He reminds you of the Craven from the Haloed Legends Ship of Bones. I think I played with Wardfire a few of those Haloed Legends, I think. Can't remember, but the problem with giving magic freely is when the magic falls in the wrong hands. Yeah, true.
Don't touch the crow, my friend. It's dangerous. It's a trap. I should have known. I have to find a way to get free.
It's a trap! Oh my goodness, it's a tarp. This is great, I love this. How the hell are you gonna reach that unless you have some serious core? You got core? We got core. The very conveniently placed sickle, exactly. The line broke. Sarcasm alert, here we go. The meme has begun. It's a tarp. The ropes are too tight. Well, we have this sickle here. Really? The sickle's not going to do it? Oh yeah, there we go. I wish there was more Dana Nightstones as well. Lady Z. Fantastic games. You know, I thought about this many, many times about replaying old Hidden Object games. And I replayed a Grim Tales. I actually did a reaction to my original Grim Tales. And then I replayed it. And I'll be honest with you, I struggled to replay these games. I don't know what it is. I've played so many of them. I think I'm close to 500 on the YouTube channel right now. It's ridiculous. So these are traps, and we don't want to step in them, so we're going to go ahead and stick our hands in there to activate. Ooh, look at the puppy. The rope on the window keeps the pepper pot from falling. I guess that's one way to get your plant some sun. But I want those peppers. You keep noting hog pet peeves, yeah? Of course we're going to cut the rope and have ourselves do super flips and not land on our head. Yeah. I did play Minecraft. I used to run a Minecraft server. Digtopia. I ran that for probably a good year and a half. Digtopia. We had our own website and everything. Witches have learned to bewitch animals and use them to their own ends. The ravens became their eyes, the wolves their fangs. We have failed in our attempts to counter this. We found a fire salamander that's friendly and mostly harmless. She likes the peppers that the miller grows, but I won't feed her any more. She burned my eyebrows too many times. Nice. Oh, there's a salamander in here. Hansel instructed us to set traps and be prepared for the witches to attack the village. The local miller volunteered to help. Hideous roots wrap themselves around the mill at night. We are unable to cut or burn them off. This witch's magic, they're getting close. Look at this adorable little thing. It makes this, like, sounds. Well, I mean, hidden object gaming tropes, there's many of them, and if you take it seriously, you're gonna get upset. If you take it, like, you know, with the gaming logic in mind, you'll be fine. Wow, that is some serious traps here. Yeah, I know. What about the knife I threw away 30 seconds ago? I'm gonna make... I swear I'm going to make my own hidden object game. It won't be spectacular, because I'm not an artist. But gameplay-wise, you're going to collect tools. You're going to keep those tools. And varying degrees of piles, if you will, or hidden object scenes. You have to find the tool. And then you're going to use that tool to, you know, progress to find more tools. It'll be like a tool belt. I haven't decided if I want to do it first person or third person. Whoa, this dude is seriously turned to stone? Wow, what's this shiny thing here? Your magic is weakening, sister. Use this scroll to create and destroy roots. But don't let it out of your sight. This magic's too powerful to fall into the wrong hands. I feel like it fell in the wrong hands. You want to be a character in my hidden object game that gets released in 2050? The legend is that the skin of a salamander is fireproof. The man is alive, but completely turned to stone. I have to find a way to save him. With my broom. Ooh, I want his bread. No bread. I don't know, Sophia. I'm learning. I'm just starting to take a course in Unreal Engine. No lie. And you know, I'm planning probably, I'm gonna guess in the next 6 to 9 months to release just something. But I'm serious. I'm going to make a hidden object game with Unreal Engine. It's going to have tools that interact with the environment. And you're going to get like a tool belt. And there'll be hidden object scenes, but they'll be 3-dimensional. So you'll like show up in a room, and there might be like, you know, you rummage through this, or maybe you go to a kitchen, and, you know, you have to go through the different drawers that have knives and pots and pans, and you have to find that bottle of oil underneath the kitchen sink. Something like that, where it's a little more, I guess, realistic. The crowbar is the main character. Shh. Spoiler alerts. Sure. It's a concept. It's a concept at this point. Oh my goodness. Whoa, what is this? Oh, I did it with one shot. Good thing I had one bolt. The berries are too high. Oh no.